So what's the fastest way to clear eczema for good? Well, if you're new to the channel, my name is Anessa and I am a detox specialist and an eczema coach. And I can tell you that eczema is not something you catch, it's something that you basically accumulate. So even babies, even adults, there is a reason why eczema happens. And that accumulation could be, of course, genetic, environmental, and of course, dietary. So looking at that perspective, that eczema is not something that we can catch and treat with medicine. It's something that we earned because of specific lifestyle choices or genetic propensities. And it's also something that we can reverse, but it takes the same type of thinking, which is not the treatment thinking, to reverse eczema for good. It's actually rebalancing the whole body way of thinking. So putting my emotional, mental, and physical health back into balance. So what is the fastest way to treat eczema? Let's get into it. So all disease is created when the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual elements of the body are out of balance. So we could have physical imbalance, we could have a emotional imbalance, and if we feed this imbalance for a long period of time, that imbalance becomes more permanent. So it's not something we do every day that counts, it's something that we do consecutively, meaning if we have a depressive way of thinking for 10 years, if we have a certain type of a diet for 5 years, so all of that is going to accumulate and it's going to bring down all the other systems, meaning if our physical health is low, it's going to bring down that emotional and mental health as well. So all of them are emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual health are intertwined. So whatever we do for one, we do for another, be it good or bad. What this means for eczema is that there is no one solution to treating it or to actually reversing it for good, because eczema is a personal journey. We, as eczema sufferers, have to do the work and actually look back and be the investigators of our lives, see where that imbalance took place and what were we doing, what were we thinking, was there a traumatic event, and how can we really process it at this time to make sure that it doesn't continue to drag our body down. Because any unprocessed emotion, any chemically dense food, any spiritually disconnected belief, all of those things can weigh us down energetically. So if we don't process these obstructions, they will lodge into our system, prevent the flow of the nervous system, of the lymphatic system, of the blood system, and then become bigger and bigger and bigger until we see the symptoms of disease. So what works for one person in terms of treatment, in terms of being eczema free, is always a very simplified version of it, what can work for another person. So it's not going to work for everybody because we're all different. But what will work for everybody is to work on all of the systems of their bodies. It's a unique journey that really gets you to pay attention to where have you gone off track emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually, and to put you back on track so you feel more whole, you feel more joyful in your life, and you feel more regulated. So when the nervous system is regulated, that's when we can become more have that ownership over our lives, over where we're heading, and that's when we really are at a place where we have done the work on our traumas and our past, and that's where we can actually start from. So when the first chakra, which is the body, which is the security, the our sense of self in the world, our sense of home, so all of those parameters that are physical, when they're established, then we can go and we can experience more of the world in a safe place. But what I see in a lot of eczema and other disease sufferers is that we are mostly in fight or flight. And it's that dysregulated emotional nervous system that causes a lot of people to get eczema. Not everybody, but a lot of people do, especially adults. And if we are born with weaker nervous systems, if we have had traumas that we never processed, if we are, in the state of surviving and not thriving, and if there is some element of our lives that's not working out, where we feel stuck, those elements can really play a huge role in the development of eczema. So the caveat is that there is no shortcut to curing eczema. So the video talks about the quickest way of reversing eczema. Well, the quickest way is also the right way. There are no cheat codes, there are no easy way outs, there are no treatments that are going to get you to have sustainably eczema-free life. What it takes is to do the inner work. Inner work. What are my blocks? What are my desires? What are my fears? What are my goals? What is my purpose? And if that's scary, take step by step by step opportunities to get to know yourself, to self-reflect. The more that we are scared of going into the depths of ourselves and getting to the bottom of what makes us stuck or what makes us not go after the life of our dreams, then we can know exactly what the prescription is, because the prescription is to live a full balanced life, and that can look very different from person to person. So what is your recipe for a beautiful, fulfilling, purposeful life? Where are you scared? What are the fears keeping you back? Are you stuck in life? And if that's so, what are some measures you can take tomorrow, next week, next month, to get closer to those goals? And as you go through that journey of first of all, reflection, of self-acknowledgement, but also self-understanding, and then self-love, that journey is going to be that cure for eczema. The journey of self-love, self-acceptance is the journey of healing eczema. So, and it is not so simplified in all cases. Sometimes we do have to change our diets, because our diet, our food, is the chemistry we feed all our cells, but so is our mind, our thoughts, our emotions. All of those things, all of those elements create certain type of energy and energetic state in our bodies. And our job is to elevate that state. So whatever it takes to feel good, to nurture yourself, to fill your own cup, is the cure for eczema. So yes, the process may not be quick, but it is the quickest way to permanent eczema healing. If you want treatments, if you want quick, results, you may see, of course, some benefits with a diet, and you can see some benefits with a specific treatment. And that may work for a while, and then maybe 5 years down the line, you have eczema again. It's because the work has not been done fully. When we put all the elements of physical, mental, emotional, spiritual work in line with healing, if we tackle all of them at once, then we're going to see the quickest results. And if that journey seems very difficult, you don't know where to start, and you need a guide to help you along, well, I am an eczema coach that tackles specifically this kind of healing, and that helps clients with emotional, mental, and physical ways that are personalized to get to their dream eczema-free life. And I do so in 90 days. We work on emotional components that keep us back. We work on the mental states that hold us prisoner to the life that we can have. And we also look at the diet, which is highly important. The diet and herbs that can detoxify the body, that can strengthen the elimination pathways, so our kidneys and our skin and our colon and all of those eliminatory organs can work to their highest degree. And that's what it takes to eliminate those acids, that inflammation, that waste that's been clogged and sitting there for a while, causing that eczema. So if you're ready to take that journey, you don't know where to start, you need that support, you've done everything, you've had those treatments, the eczema has come back and forth, you've gone to doctors, you've gone to dermatologists, and you are at your wit's end, it's time for something higher. It's time for something more radical, which is your hero's journey. So there are no giving authority to the doctors and to the outside. This is an inner journey, inner type of work. We cannot let others basically be the ones that do the work for us. What I am as a guide, or what somebody should be on this journey for you, is support system, somebody who has the knowledge and can support you. But the work is always yours. So you are the healer. You will be the one to heal your eczema. Other people can give you suggestions, they can guide you, and they can be there for you, but they will not be the ones to cure you. So if you understand that and you want somebody to just help you through that process, again, you can contact me. I have a coaching program that takes you on a 3-month journey towards your highest, most empowered self. So this journey is actually very interesting, because eczema being gone is only the side effect of working on your mental, physical, and emotional states. And that, any disease being gone is when you work on those states. And no, I don't want to say it's easy. It isn't easy, but it's necessary. So if you're ready for that level of transformation that it takes, then I am here for you, and we can do this together. If not, maybe you can discover more about what causes eczema. You can start with those small steps that can help you understand yourself better. Maybe getting a therapist or a counselor would help. And in time, when you're ready, then you can tackle all 3 elements of yourself. And of course, the 4th, spiritual. Spiritual life is also really important in terms of health. But if you're not ready to go that deep, dive that deeply, then the physical aspect is very, very important first. So changing your diet, and then working slowly on your mental and emotional health. And that can be helped through a lot of different modalities. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. And again, if you'd like to work with me or explore that option, all my information is down below. So if this message aligns to you and you would like to work with me, or at least explore that option, all the information about my program and coaching is down below. And if you enjoyed this video and like the message, and you would like to hear more about this type of level of knowledge of what it takes to really reverse eczema, then stick around. I have more content, and I know it's going to be very helpful and eye-opening for you. So have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching.